Hello everybody, Oonie here, and welcome to, man, I haven't seen one of these in a long time. Welcome to a MOC review. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Oonie, my Self-MOC. That's right, he's back after supposedly being destroyed. Well, actually, not supposedly, he really was destroyed, along with everyone else, but he's back, somehow. So anyway, yes, Oonie is back, in a brand new form. I mean, not brand new, but he's been rebuilt. If you guys have seen my last video, the Journey to Oonie video, you might have noticed this new form of Oonie, which no one had really acknowledged until now. So this new form of Oonie is actually pretty basic. He's underneath all this armor and stuff is actually just a standard CCBS build. He's got standard points of articulation, right, in the arms, in the legs. And the only thing that's really truly custom about him is his backpack and his legs. His legs are purely custom. They are, sorry, Oonie, made like this. It's actually kind of unstable, given the fact that one tug and the whole thing comes apart on either end, actually. But it makes for a good aesthetic, and for the most part, I'm not playing with him, so take that as you will. So for colors, he has his traditional orange, which works out nicely in CCBS a little more now. In addition, he has gunmetal gray, which he kind of had beforehand. Then again, back before that, he was generally pure orange with the side of black. While he keeps a bit of black down in the legs, upper arms, and the inside, and over on the back, he's kind of downgraded it for the aforementioned gunmetal gray. And unfortunately, since the pieces don't come in a different color, his torso, his chest piece, and his shoulder armor, as well as this one armor cladding in the back, they are pearl silver because they don't have gunmetal gray or black. So unfortunately, he suffers a bit of overcolorization. Most of all, he has a brand new color, that is the trans light blue, frequently used in the Bionicle 2015 sets. Yeah, so I took a bunch of pieces in that color because it's probably my favorite color of the new CCBS parts, and I incorporated it into Oonie, and it contrasts very well with the orange. Of course, he has the traditional orange Makari that he has held onto since his very first form. And as I mentioned before, standard points of articulation. He can move his legs fairly well, but he can't really do splits or anything horizontally, which is because of the way the ball joints are connected to his legs. So yeah, balance. The main draw of Oonie's new form is he's pretty unbalanced. I could easily tip him over, and he doesn't really do well when posed in certain dynamic poses. So moving on to weapons, of course, he always had to have some pretty cool weapons. He has the updated version of his double-bladed scythe, which is actually based upon his cartoon version, the Shakarian version. It's pretty cool that he was able to hold on to that. Essentially, he's following in suit with his previous forms. He has a giant backpack of gear and stuff that latches onto his back, simply by a couple of pins. So yeah. On his own, he actually looks kind of bare, or maybe it's just me because I'm used to seeing him with the other stuff. This backpack contains a little bit of old and a little bit of new. Like I said, a lot of stuff was transferred over from his old form, but then again, a lot of stuff had to be remade or redone. On this side, he's got a pair of handcuffs for, I don't know, handcuffing himself. On this side, he's got a semi-new form of his energy hand, which he can call upon when he wants. This thing's actually pretty cool. I'll show you guys later, but he can actually hold on to things with this hand. Also on this part, he has his gun. Now, if you guys are familiar with his old form, this was actually his larger gun, the kind of sniper rifle. Now it's been reduced to his regular gun because his old regular gun was broken down. Something that's been with Oonie since almost the very beginning. This is his sword, but only this time it does not erupt in flame. It now becomes a blue saber to go with his newfound color scheme of blue. last and newest addition to his arsenal. I don't actually have a name for this thing, but it's kind of a switchblade that doubles as a shield, a wrist shield. They plug into his wrist. They can go on either side. Basically, they can go like this and act as a shield, or flip around and it becomes a giant wrist blade you can slash people down with. And then this is essentially what the backpack looks like, all cleared out. The backpack itself can actually go on, and it looks pretty decent on its own without all these weapons back there. It gives them a little more backing. So I had left this open axle right here as a sort of gripping mechanism. Right, if you take something like this, put it in there, and then you attach it to something, you can hold on to it. So say we have his sword. And voila, now it looks like he would be holding it. Now he kind of looks like a demon with this weird clawed hand that's blue. And this also works for his other weapons. So switch that out for his scythe, for instance. This one's a bit more unstable, believe it or not. And finally, take something like one of these, clip it onto his gun, much more stable than all the others. Now, look like he's shooting. So that is Oonie's new form. He's back and better than ever. Just for reference, here he is next to a standard Toa. He's fairly tall. So with that said, thank you all for watching this mock review. Comment down below if you liked it, didn't like it, if you have any suggestions, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until next time, Oonie.